Christian camp for kids in Ocean Park, Washington. It is right on the beach and is a couple miles away from Loomis Lake. My mom and uncle went there when they were kids. My mom was counselor from 16 to 18, and my uncle was a camper from 7 to 12. Dunes has an 8-foot tall water slide, an indoor pool, a gym, a gaga ball pit, and the famous snack shack. In 1957, the founders, Fred and Sadie Cyphers, had a vision of creating a Christian Bible camp for kids of all ages. Fred once said, "I have dedicated my time and what I have to the Lord's work and want my efforts to accomplish what he would have accomplished." In late 1958, the camp directors asked the church across the street, Peninsula Baptist Church, if they would be willing to share their pastor, Russell Waterford, with the camp. In 1959, Russell became camp director and kept his position for over 50 years. After a few years on the beach with riptides pulling people out to sea, Russell decided he didn't want children swimming in the ocean. This concern brought about the first donation of Loomis Lake. The remaining section of the lake was donated 10 years later. In 1988, Steve and Linda Holmes started working at Dunes. Linda worked as administrative secretary, and Steve worked as camp manager until 2009 when he became camp director. Steve and Linda ceased working in 2020 and handed down Dunes to their daughter and son-in-law, who are still running the camp. Last year, I went to Dunes for the first time, and I had the best time ever. It was great. I got to play basketball with my counselor. We played a couple at-night games, which can give you a pretty big adrenaline rush. We played a game where we basically were running around in the dark, and we couldn't use flashlights. There were glow sticks hidden everywhere, and we had to find as many as possible. A gold one was worth 10 points, a blue one was worth 5 points, and a green one was worth 1 point. The counselors would run around with socks, with another sock inside, and pop our balloons, which were our hearts. Last year's theme was pirates, so everything was pirates. The games, the skits, and at one point, the food. We had to wear eye patches and eat pirate's booty while trying to balance on one foot and hold an egg at the same time. So obviously, I lost because I have horrible coordination. I may or may not have dropped an egg on my foot. On the first day of Bible camp, about an hour after we got there, we got our first assignment, decorating our team flag. My team was the Pink Flamingos, and our saying was "Go, go, go, Flamingos." On the second day, we had a free period between lunch and dinner, where there were no games. So my counselor and I and a friend went and got some snacks from the snack shack and sat in the grass by the pool. In the exact same place, my mom slipped and broke her arm, trying to give her childhood crush bunny ears. We ate our snacks, and a few minutes later, another counselor comes up and whispers something to my counselor, Jordan. She immediately has a look of horror on her face, so I asked what was wrong. She said, "Don't worry about it." I immediately said, "Telling me not to worry about it is gonna make me worry about it." Turns out, someone on the beach thought one of the campers was drowning, when in reality, it was just a seal in a crab pot. After all the excitement, it was dinner. And on the third and last day, we got up, ate breakfast, and went to the chapel to hear our teaching for the day. After the teaching was done, we got an announcement. After lunch, we would be having a giant treasure hunt on the beach. Many people gave up, including me. It had taken 2 hours to find the treasure. Turns out, I forgot to bury it. I'm pretty glad I gave up, because I don't think searching for 2 hours to find something they forgot to bury was worth it. That's my opinion, at least. And at last, it was time to go home, which I was really not looking forward to. I mean, Mom, I love you, and I missed you, but that was fun. I didn't want to leave yet. Hebrews 6:19 says, "We have this hope as an